Welcome to Locked and Loaded Sports. It's time to lock in, load up, and win big. If you're serious about sports and love cashing in on solid picks, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's get to work. Every week, we will be focusing on under-the-radar DFS options who offer strong production for their price. From smart roster construction tips to our final pick, which will be an ultimate boom or bust tournament play, this breakdown should get you ready to build winning lineups. Before we dive into our first player pick, we want to take a quick moment to say thank you. We just passed the 400 subscriber mark, and it's all because of you. We truly appreciate your support and are grateful to have you along for the ride. Now, let's get into it. While most DFS players this week will jam in the usual big-name quarterbacks like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, or Pat Mahomes, we're once again zigging where others zag, focusing on value. These are the underpriced upside plays that give you the freedom to pick your favorite high-priced stud to stack them with. Not many fantasy creators have the conviction to plant a flag on these kinds of value calls, but we've been hitting them all season. The first player we are recommending to consider is just $4,900 on DraftKings. Jacoby Brissett stands out as one of the best salary-saving quarterback options on the Week 11 slate. He's quadrupled his points-to-salary ratio in 4 straight weeks, proving to be a consistent DFS value play while offering sneaky upside with both his arm and legs. In Week 10, Brissett completed 22 of 42 passes for 258 yards and 2 touchdowns, adding 31 rushing yards on 4 carries. Despite 2 early fumbles that led to defensive touchdowns for Seattle, Brissett rebounded to pile up fantasy production in comeback mode, logging 56 dropbacks and showcasing strong chemistry with Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. That volume and connection make him a legitimate streaming and DFS option moving forward. The matchup in Week 11 looks more favorable than it seems on paper. The 49ers defensive front is dealing with multiple injuries, which could limit their pass rush and open up opportunities for Jacoby to extend plays and attack downfield. A likely pass-heavy script should again keep his fantasy floor high while giving him room to hit 20-plus DraftKings points. But the real edge comes from the flexibility his $4,900 salary provides. By rostering him, you can comfortably fit in premium studs from other positions to stack the same game or pivot to other elite options, giving your lineup both ceiling and balance. We are getting locked and loaded with Jacoby Brissett. Please remember to hit that like button. It is totally free. Now we move on to my favorite position in fantasy, the running backs. And rookie running back Woody Marks continues to carve out a larger role in the Texans offense, and his $5,400 DraftKings price tag makes him one of the most appealing mid-range RB values in Week 11. After his 14 carries for 63 yards and a touchdown, plus 2 receptions for 18 yards in Week 10 against Jacksonville, Marks is proving he can produce even when the game script doesn't cooperate, logging 60 of 75 snaps while the Texans play from behind early. Marks' workload and trust level from Houston's coaching staff are growing every week, and that trend should continue in a highly favorable matchup against the Tennessee Titans' struggling run defense. He already torched Tennessee back in Week 4 for over 100 total yards and 2 touchdowns, showing he can exploit their soft front both between the tackles and as a receiver. With Nick Chubb easing back in and likely to be limited again, Marks looks poised to handle the lion's share of touches in a matchup that sets up perfectly for him. Tennessee has allowed explosive plays on the ground and has struggled to contain running backs in space, a weakness that plays directly into Marks' skill set as a quick-cut runner with solid hands. At $5,400, Marks offers the kind of volume and ceiling you usually have to pay over $6K for, while still maintaining strong mid-tier production from the RB slot. We're getting locked and loaded with Woody Marks. If you're looking for DFS guidance, just leave your question in the comments and we will get back to you. And now we head to an AFC North matchup to find a wide receiver priced at just $6,000 on DraftKings. T. Higgins is shaping up as one of the best value wide receivers on the Week 11 slate. His history against the Pittsburgh Steelers is nothing short of dominant in 9 career games. Higgins has totaled 47 catches for 793 yards and 5 touchdowns, averaging nearly 18 DK points per game in this AFC North rivalry. When these two teams met back in Week 7, Higgins delivered a wide receiver 1 level performance, catching 6 of 10 targets for 96 yards and a touchdown. He was inches away from a monster day, electing to slide down just short of the goal line on what would have been a 35-yard touchdown and the 100-yard bonus. Even without that play, Higgins reminded everyone he's a matchup problem for Pittsburgh's secondary, using his size, body control, and reliable hands to dominate intermediate routes. Life under Joe Flacco has completely stabilized the Bengals' passing game, breathing life back into both Higgins and Jamar Chase. Flacco's willingness to push the ball downfield has opened up the offense, and the Steelers' corners, who have allowed multiple splash plays in recent weeks, will have a tough time containing both receivers. Expect Higgins to continue seeing strong target volume and red zone looks, especially if the Steelers shade coverage toward Chase. At $6,000, Higgins offers wide receiver 1 upside at a mid-tier price while still maintaining big game potential. We are getting locked and loaded with T. Higgins. Friendly reminder to hit that subscribe button. Thank you. And now we discuss a sneaky value tight end play in Week 11 while unintentionally stacking the Bengals versus Steelers game. But look no further than Pat Freiermuth at just $3,200 on DraftKings. He's not a flashy name right now, but the setup is quietly ideal: a cheap salary, a familiar opponent, and a matchup that has already produced one of the best fantasy games of his career. The last time Freiermuth faced Cincinnati, back in Week 7, he torched the Bengals for 5 catches, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns, becoming the first Steelers tight end in over 75 years to record 100-plus yards and multiple TDs in a game. That performance translated to over 30 DraftKings points, showing the kind of ceiling he can reach when the offense gets him involved. Fast forward to Week 11, the Steelers are coming off a tough offensive showing against the Chargers, where he caught all 3 targets for 33 yards. But he continues to run routes on nearly every Aaron Rodgers dropback. And with Cincinnati's defense struggling to contain tight ends, this is the perfect bounce-back spot for him to regain that midseason form. Like most of our recommendations, Freiermuth provides major salary relief, allowing you to load up on elite options. While he's still touchdown dependent, his red zone usage and chemistry with Rodgers gives him a realistic shot at 4-time value, exactly what you need from a low-cost tight end. We are getting locked and loaded with Pat Freiermuth. We just started an Instagram page. There's a link in the description. As we mentioned in the beginning of our video, we are going to focus our last recommendation on a super value play that could boom or bust, but will ultimately give you major flexibility when it comes to roster construction on DraftKings. Enter Parker Washington at just $5,100 on DraftKings, our Week 11 boom or bust recommendation. Washington is quietly becoming one of Trevor Lawrence's most trusted targets. In Week 10, he caught 3 of 7 targets for 33 yards and a touchdown, and added a punt return TD to spark the Jaguars' early 17-0 lead. Beyond the box score, the tape tells the story. His toe-tap touchdown in the back of the end zone showed elite body control and field awareness. Most importantly, he led all Jacksonville receivers in snaps 54 and targets 7, clear signs that his role is expanding, even as the team integrates Jacoby Myers into the mix. Now he draws a Chargers defense that's been shredded by slot receivers and complementary pass catchers all year, setting up another spot where Washington's versatility and red zone involvement could shine. He's got the floor of a reliable wide receiver 3 and the ceiling of a tournament winning sleeper, the exact kind of player who can break a slate at modest ownership. We're not chasing name value here, we're chasing opportunity, trust, and price leverage. Washington is a sneaky high upside wide receiver play with touchdown potential and growing chemistry with Trevor Lawrence. We're getting locked and loaded with Parker Washington in Week 11. That wraps up another breakdown here on Locked and Loaded Sports. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest sports analysis and betting insights. More picks, more locks, and more action is coming your way. That's all for now. Stay sharp, stay ready, and get locked and loaded.